Hey everybody, it's LeBea Rome, the Disabled Fragrance Guy, and I'm back for another review. Now, I want to take a few seconds out just to just go over what I've been feeling for the past couple weeks, since everything's been happening around the country. As most of you know, I live in the Washington, D.C. area, and there have been a lot of things going on here with protests and paintings of Black Lives Matter on the street and things like that. I actually think that's kind of cool. And Mayor of DC, Muriel Bowser, congratulations for that one, because that was a boss move. But the past couple weeks have really kind of weighed on my heart, and I just want to take a second out to just kind of reflect on how I'm feeling, and I believe how most of the country is feeling at this point. What happened should never have happened, obviously. There are reforms that need to be in place. There are trainings that need to be had. There are people that need to be fired from the top down. These police officers, and I have the utmost respect for law enforcement. Don't get me wrong, I honestly do. You guys go out there every day and you protect us and you keep us safe from hurt, harm, and danger, and I appreciate that and respect that to the utmost. But you need to start calling some of your boys out. I mean, that's just plain and simple. When things like this happen, it just needs to be called out. There is no reason for stuff like this to happen, and it makes the majority of African American males like myself fearful. And I don't want to be fearful. I don't want to go to work one day and kiss my wife goodbye and wonder if I'm going to be mistaken for somebody, or have law enforcement just look at me and say, well, he looks like someone, or let's just harass him for no reason at all. That's bullshit to me. But this is the world we live in, and I pray every day for my black brothers. I pray every day for my black sisters. I pray every day for myself and my wife, that at some level, in some way, that this just needs to be solved real quick. I wanted to highlight, in light of everything that's happening, I wanted to highlight a black-owned business. And I actually researched this brother, and I sought this brother out, Kirk Eliott, from the Kirk Eliott Experience, and he was gracious enough to send me 2 samples of his fragrances. The first one I'm going to be reviewing is called Intentional, and the notes are bergamot, tomato, rose, fresh cut rose, oak moss, and tea. Now, I am a sucker for a good tea-based fragrance, and so I was very intrigued by these notes, and I'm going to spray on this little test strip right here and give myself a fresh spray to let you know what I think about the fragrance. Now, fresh out the gate, it is fresh. It is bright. I never thought that bergamot and tomato would go together in such harmony, but they really do. And then you can feel the freshness of it, the greenness of it. It's got a green quality to it. It's like my lawn after it's freshly cut. It smells like, and this is gonna sound weird, but it kind of smells like a Whole Foods garden. If you could imagine walking into Whole Foods and they have a garden of fresh vegetables and citruses out on display, that's exactly what this smells like. And I imagine that this is gonna be great for the hot weather. I've actually already tried it on my skin. It lasts about 8 to 9 hours on my skin. This is an eau de parfum concentration. So I believe that once you get your hands on this, if you get a full bottle, you're not going to be disappointed. This is a very, very solid offering from Kirk Eliott. Now, it's not going to reinvent the wheel or anything, but it's very pleasant, and I'm a fan. I might just be copping me a full bottle of this. Now, the next fragrance I'm going to review is none other than Unconditional. Now, Unconditional has notes of amber, cedar, tobacco, and firewood, and tangerine. Now, I am not sure how tangerine is going to mesh with tobacco and amber, but we're going to give this a try and see what happens. I can definitely smell the amber. And I can definitely smell the cedar. I'm not getting too much with the tobacco, but I can tell you that this from jump is a fall winter fragrance and is definitely going to be better for the cooler weather. You might choke somebody out with this in the summertime. I imagine you could wear it on a cooler summer evening, but I would not put this on in 80, 90 degree weather. That this would kill someone. It's got a little bit of a freshness to it, a little bit of a greenness to it. I'm not actually sure what firewood is. It could be just as simple as, wood kindling that you would start a bonfire with, but I've never actually seen it or heard about it in a note before. But again, I would say this is a solid offering from Kirk Eliott. I would definitely wear this in the fall and winter time. Definitely when it gets cooler out. I like my deeper, darker scents. It's got a sweet kind of sweetness to it and a little bit of a freshness to it. So I believe this is definitely good for, probably more fitting for a night out, a date night. Although you could wear it to work, and I probably would, because I have no shame, and I would blast my coworkers in my cubicles with whatever fragrance I'm wearing for the day. But yeah, not bad at all, Mr. Eliott. I definitely appreciate the samples that you sent me. Like I said, these are both eau de parfum concentrations. I'm going to leave a link to Kirk Eliott's website down below. I encourage you to go check him out. Like I said, he's an African-American perfumer. I am starting to highlight Black-owned businesses. I think at this point in time, we need to highlight these businesses. They haven't been highlighted before, or have been highlighted on a very limited basis. It's time to start showing some love, especially in light of what's happened. I think that you can't really go wrong with either of these offerings from Kirk Eliott. I will be back with more content, and I will see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. There's more content coming, and be blessed, y'all. I appreciate it. Peace.